Okay, guys. Today is the best day we've had in a decade. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about what we're doing now, given the fact we control everything. We've beaten the left, most notably on the cultural front, signaling to these freaks and reject weirdo beta anti-civilizational pussies that we will not play their identitarian game of counterfeit virtue and victimhood. Oh, it's so beautiful to say. I cannot wait to wear all of my MAGA shirts into Target. So guys, last night I streamed for 6 hours in a row, everything that happened. The stream might have been more than 6 hours. I will be editing all of that for you, my loyal audience. Although it's not going to come out probably today because it's 6 hours. I have to go through it, and I'm also putting it up on this channel for history, so that my kids, my grandkids, your kids, everyone can look back at history and have a source of someone who was in the trenches, in the struggles, battling these insane evil people the night civilization was saved. I think that's really cool. Also, today we're just going to be, we have a couple things on the agenda. We're going to be reacting to crying, like raging leftists. We're going to be taking a look at sort of the ethos of X. I'm going to be showing you a couple of major accounts. Mark Cuban has essentially apologized. It's just, dude, today is just such a fucking good day, bro. And what's incredible is that all of the leftist tears and all of the insanity, we're just getting started. We're just getting started. We took back power. Guys, we have, I think, 57 Senate seats. We need 51 for a majority, and we have 57. Here in LA, where I am, a radical left-wing district attorney lost and is being replaced by a conservative. Think about that. We might actually start having laws enforced. Brother, we're just getting started. Project 2025 is looking real based right now. We have Matt Walsh tweeting about that. Bro, let's just get into it. Oh, and one more thing, guys. Something I want to let all of you know. We're going to be not just reacting to or saying, how is this happening in the culture? We're going to now be making the culture. In these last 2 months, I have gotten about 540,000 views on this channel. That's not including X. And in 2025, it's going to be our year. It's going to be our year, and we're going to be making some culture. I'm next up. And Charlie Kirk, I think, knows it, but a lot of other people are about to know it too. So, if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. We've been fighting a long time for this moment. If you're just joining the winning team, welcome. But we've been fighting for a really long time. It hasn't been easy. It has not been easy dealing with these insane leftists. Let's start by watching some leftist meltdowns. Yeah, let's go. Oh, this is gonna be good.
How did we get here? What in the Alice in Wonderland nightmares is going on right now?
Dude, all these degenerate female psyches that thought they were above reality but actually aren't.
Is how fucking dare you? If you voted for that man, if you voted for anybody other than Kamala, and you live in one of the states that it was, close, or if you didn't vote, fuck you.
Oh, you're too fat. Oh no. Dude, the single women are losing their minds. It's so beautiful.
It's not gonna happen. Go Kamala.
Bro, by the way,
Go Kamala.
this looks like mental illness. Full stop.
Go Kamala.
They got CNN, they got their comfort blankets. Go Kamala!
I chose family, I chose women, I chose America. How the fuck is this still happening? All I've ever known politically is hatred.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with you. I'm done with you and your mother and your sister. I'm just done with all of this.
I'm sorry to all my friends who are Trump supporters. I don't understand how scared of this man I am. If this guy does end up winning.
Scared of competent masculinity. Yeah, we know that because you're an incompetent, feminine, insane person.
Again, all of the people who voted for him.
Dude, female neuroticism is like this right now. Is Hilarious.
We'll be like happy and he'll just be celebrating. And everyone who feels threatened by him is fucking scared.
Scared of success, scared of freedom. Oh, have you seen that meme that it's going viral right now? It's like, it's the guy with the butterfly gesturing to the butterfly, and it's like, the butterfly is free speech, and the guy's like, is this fascism? It's so good.
We're scared for our lives. We're scared for our friends. How dare you?
You're friends with a lot of illegal immigrants? Oh, that's weird. Let's get some more crime compilation.
They don't deserve to tissue on the almost 4 years. Hope you got that through, guys.
By the way, Kamala still hasn't conceded, and I have some memes for when she does.
Us are stressed about the election, right? We all are gonna just go have the best night's sleep of our lives, aren't we?
Dude, think about it. These women are filming themselves crying on camera, still trying to harvest the last vestiges of virtue points. Oh my gosh, I'm a victim. I must be a good person. That party's over, sister. No more virtue as a result of being a part of your insane cult. You know why? Because your cult was beaten. Not just in the Electoral College, but by the popular vote. Most people said, we don't like that. We don't want it. I'm so excited to wear my MAGA shirts into Target. Dude, these people are nuts.
I'm done.
We don't have to freak out because it's not even real. Because, bitch, recount the vote!
Guys, I just voted, and I chose family.
Let's end this reign of terror now.
I chose family.
Dude. Oh my gosh. This is what would have happened to me if I turned out like Elon Musk's son, considering that I went to the same school as him. We chose women and we chose America because women in their natural state don't like killing infants, and America is built on freedom, liberty, and not imprisoning your political opponents. So, yeah. Bro, you're a grown man. What are you doing recording yourself? Like, even if you feel this way, what is going through your head right now? These people think they're actually, like, virtuous. Dude, that's what makes this so funny. Is that these people think that they're heroes and that they're losing. Oh my gosh, this is the end of Infinity War. Oh, it's so... No, actually, last night was the end of Endgame. When the real Avengers, which are Elon Musk, Joe Rogan, all the impressive men of Earth came together and defeated degenerate, anti-civilizational, feminine resentment.
It's an utter betrayal for anybody that is not a cisgendered white Christian.
So they're still obsessed with the identity thing. It's so great. But, of course, this will fail them considering that, well, this has failed them. So let's do some more surfing. I told you I was going to show you Mark Cuban, right? Mark Cuban, who's been the biggest liberal shill. And don't get me started on, you know, the TikTok boys. Those guys are having just like a personal crisis right now. So, Mark Cuban just reposted this. Congrats, real Donald Trump. You won fair and square. Congrats to Elon Musk. Hashtag Godspeed. This is, of course, what you would want to see from all leftists. Now, did Mark Cuban win back even the tiniest bit of respect after saying this? When I read it for the first 3 seconds, I thought, yes. But then I realized, of course not, because people who dedicate themselves to anti-reality are actually frauds who just go along with whoever's in power. We have to remember who is like this. Another person who is like this is Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes is celebrating. He said to not vote for Trump. Do not back Nick Fuentes because he's not on our side. He did not want Trump to win. There are a lot of people like this, but we will not forget. Let's go to The View. Oh, The View, it's so good. And by the way, all these terms are trending right now. They're trending, bro. They all wore black because obviously the Democratic Party is having a funeral. So, yeah. And of course, this is a panel of women, so they're about to blame Latino men. I'm 1/4 Mexican, so I take pride in accepting this blame. I voted last night.
Profoundly disturbed. I think if you look at the New York Times this morning, the headline was "America makes a perilous choice." I think that in 2016, we didn't know what we would get from a Trump administration, but we know now. And
oh, no, you don't. You don't know what's coming because you don't know anything. You've been engaging in your counterfeit hierarchies of victimhood and identity-based corruption. Now we're going to have a thing called the merit, which means that all the incompetent women are soon to be out of work.
We know now that he will have almost unfettered power. And so I worry, not about myself, actually. I don't worry about my station in life. I worry about the working class. I worry about my mother.
The working class. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, it's so good.
Retired teacher. I worry about our elderly and their Social Security and their Medicare. I worry about my children's future.
Trump is literally saying no taxes on Social Security. Oh, it's so good. Leftist women still are in the delusion phase. Oh, we can deny reality, right? It'll work for us, right? This is going to be okay, right?
Especially my daughter, who now has less rights than I have.
Oh my gosh, murder's not legal. Oh
no. And I remember my father telling me many, many years ago that I was the first person in his family to enjoy full civil rights. And now I have less civil rights than I had when he told me that.
That's hilarious. This is very funny. So, full-scale meltdown, crying. Oh my gosh, guys. The magnitude of our victory, you can't even wrap your head around it in a couple minutes of thinking about it straight, because it's not just Trump. RFK is literally going to be removing the fluoride from water. Just that in and of itself is so revolutionary. It would be a capstone achievement for your average no-name administration. And it's just sort of a side note that is going to be accomplished. The deportation, just a side note that's going to be accomplished. Economic growth, side note. The fact that there's not an electric car mandate anymore, side note. Like, all of these things are massive game changers, but none of them compare, of course, to the shattering of the counterfeit narrative of these fraudulent leftists who deny meritocracy and deny individual identity. Those people, oh, they're in for a difficult, difficult time. I've seen rumors that Hassan has already said he's moving to Japan. Things are looking up, guys. So, oh my goodness, okay. I want to see a Kamala Harris tweet. We haven't seen one yet, even though AP called it last night at like 2:30 a.m. Western time.
This is Nancy. Governor, I don't know if you have been approached about the Virginia National Guard. Mr. Hoyer was speaking to Governor Hogan, but I still think you probably need the okay of the federal government in order to come into another jurisdiction. Thank you. Oh my gosh. They're just breaking windows, they're doing all kinds of, it's really that they said somebody was shot. It was just horrendous, and all at the instigation of the president of.
It's over. Yeah, leftist women are very racist, but this is why they lost again. Americans saw this. Minorities saw this. Especially minority men. Black men and Latino men saw this and said to themselves, I don't want to be considered a victim because I'm not one. That is a univariable analysis that is disgusting and reductive and does not reflect reality. Of course, men are able to say what doesn't reflect reality. Oh, this is good. Charlie Kirk is gloating over all the people he's beaten.
I want to...
Question, you can't... Try to win you over.
This is great. Congratulations, Charlie. I'm going to retweet this.
We've identified certain possibilities, fact patterns. We've created contingency plans. So no matter what the next administration throws at us, we're ready. We're ready to respond.
She can be fired, by the way. Trump can appoint a person to a certain office that has authority to fire her. So whatever plan she has in store, it's of course null and void. And her power is literally nothing compared to the presidency. Nothing. So maybe the best part of this day for me is degenerate femininity being held accountable, facing the consequences of their endless reality denial. For me to just say, remember what they did, isn't sufficient, because it was days upon days. It was every day for weeks and months and years of just warfare against reality, rage against reality, saying the opposite of the truth. And now they've hit the wall of accountability. They know order is coming. They know truth is coming. They know morality is coming to correct them. They know individuality is coming. They know meritocracy is coming to smash the place of DEI. They know that they will be held accountable as freaks. Nationally, of course, we are now immediately feared again. We are respected because we're going to have a competent leader. The wars are going to end. Israel's going to wrap it up. Ukraine's going to be saved. Russia's going to wrap it up. The Middle East is now, of course, understanding the only thing that they understand, which is peace through strength and military force. Oh, this is good. Oh my gosh, he actually tweeted this. Cenk Uygur, the head of an organization that is basically fully communist, said, "Here's my message to Democrat voters. Let's go. Get up. No point in being sad. The good news is that the Democratic establishment has been leading you astray, has been exposed as complete frauds." You see what I'm saying? I'm not making this up. They know it too. Rebuild the People's Party. Serve the average American and bring back hope. He doesn't realize, because he's a boomer, that that's not possible. The left can't serve people because they have disdain for people. They have disdain for individuality. They have disdain for meritocracy and hard work and individual responsibility and capitalism, because that's the core of this Marxist identity which they've built. This is not a simple pivot for them. This is going to be a struggle that is going to take decades. I'm calling it here. I called it last night in the stream. This is going to take decades for them to burn away all the dead wood and reposition themselves in a way that is where they can even engage with objective reality again. They've denied rationality and objectivity as mechanisms of the oppressive patriarchy. They've said that objectivity itself is oppressive. Their view of the world is through a prism of univariable victimhood. That's it. They have nothing else. They're not versed in thinking. They're eons behind us, light years behind us. The most mentally capable leftist is not even at par with our average midweight intellectual. And the American people have judged them as totally fraudulent. I'm impressed to see this communist leftist actually calling out his party, which of course would be easy to do after you've been defeated, I guess. But he's saying Democrats are all over TV this morning blaming different demographic groups for the loss. No, it's your fault. Democrat leadership is the establishment. That's what we've been saying for months. You've been lying, of course. People didn't vote based on race or gender. They voted on how much they hated your elitism. Yes. But of course, other things too, like your denial of reality and psychopathic tendencies. He's saying congratulations to MAGA. So this guy, Mark Cuban, as men, to be expected, have to engage in objective reality. But some people aren't men. We haven't seen Kamala Harris concede yet. Let's see how this goes. Oh no. Oh, she hasn't tweeted yet. Yep. To be expected. The victory never stops. It's coming in waves. Because you can't even consider even 10% of what this victory will mean at a time. You can't even consider what 5% of it will mean. We're going to remake this country. America's been saved, course corrected. I love all of you guys. I appreciate all of you so much. Goes without saying, but subscribe to the channel. A new era has dawned, and this is only the start. I'm looking forward to a resurgence in masculinity. Another thing I forgot to mention because there's so much going on. Andrew Tate said he'd move to America. So we're going to have masculine greatness literally walking over the corpse of degenerate psychopathic femininity. Bugattis everywhere. Let's go. Look at that. Their team of overweight women. Oh my gosh, we thought we were all boss queens. We thought we could do it.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
It is a good afternoon. But are you sure it's a good one for you?
Good.
Oh, you saw it there. Her smile cracked. It's all fake.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon.
If you say it enough, it'll be true.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Dude, how many times are you gonna say that?
Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So let me say.
Cry.
And I love you back. And I love you back. So let me say, my heart is full today. My heart is full today, full of gratitude for the trust you have placed in me,
Uh.
full of love for our country, and full of resolve. The outcome of this election is not what we wanted, not what we fought for, not what we voted for, but hear me when I say,
It is what we voted
hear
for.
me when I say, the light
It is
of
what we voted
America's
for.
promise will always burn bright, as long as we never give up, and as long as we keep fighting.
Well, you have been fighting, but the way you've been fighting lost you everything.
To my beloved Doug and our family, I love you so very much.
So hollow.
To President Biden and Dr. Biden, thank you for your faith and support. To Governor Walz and the Walz family,
I wanna hear
know your
Walz.
service to our nation will continue.
I want to hear what Walz has to say.
And to my extraordinary team, to the volunteers who gave so much of themselves,
Thank you for throwing away your wealth so that we could
to the poll
pander
workers
to
and the
elites.
local election officials, I thank you. I thank you all.
I wonder if there's going to be any
Look,
acknowledgement
I am
of an
so
error that she made.
race we ran, and the way we ran it, and the way we ran it over the 107 days of this campaign, we have been intentional about building community and building coalitions, bringing people together from every
You drove
walk
people
of
apart.
life and background.
You brought people against
United
you. That's the coalitions
by
you made.
love of country, with enthusiasm and joy in our fight for America's future.
Sorry, that's not going to pander well. That ain't going to work, lady. It didn't
And
work.
we did it with the knowledge that we all have so much more in common than what separates us.
Is that why you call this garbage?
Now, I know folks are feeling and experiencing a range of emotions right now. I get it. But we must
I was
accept
drinking backstage.
the results of this election. Earlier,
Wait.
but we must accept the results of this election. Earlier today, I spoke with President-elect Trump and congratulated him on his victory.
Let's go.
I also told him that we will help him and his team with their transition.
Let's
and
go.
that we will engage in a peaceful transfer of power. A fundamental principle of American democracy is that when we lose an election, we accept the results. That principle, as much as any other, distinguishes democracy from monarchy or tyranny.
Oh, she's about to cry.
And anyone who seeks the public trust must honor it. At the same time, in our nation, we owe loyalty not to a president or a party, but to the Constitution of the United States.
She hates the Constitution. That's why she lost. She ran against it, trying to get rid of the First Amendment and the Second. She said
And
mandatory
loyalty
gun
to our
buybacks.
conscience and to our God. My allegiance to all three is why I am here to say, while I concede this election, I do not concede the fight that fueled this campaign, where the women of America have the freedom to make decisions about their own body and not have their government telling them what to do.
Women can't be beholden to
We
objective
will never-
standards and morality.
The fight to protect our schools and our streets
The
from gun
whining,
violence.
the whining of incompetent, neurotic, degenerate, resentful, anti-reality femininity is glorious.
Never give up.
Because they know they are beaten.
For our democracy, the fight for our freedom will take hard work. But like I always say, we like hard work. Hard work is good work. Hard work can be joyful work.
She doesn't like hard work. She demonizes meritocracy. The people who are good at hard work are the competent men which defeated her.
Always worth it. To the young people who are watching,
Who voted Trump?
to the young people who are watching, it is okay to feel sad and disappointed, but please know it's going to be okay. On the campaign, I would often say, when we fight, we win. But here's the thing. Sometimes the fight takes a while. That doesn't mean we won't win. That doesn't mean we won't win.
This delusional idea that the narcissistic feminine personality is going to win with communism is now over.
This is not a time to throw up our hands.
Time to go. There she goes. Bye. Degenerate femininity rejected. Incompetence rejected. Oh, that's a beautiful thing right there. Defeat for the left. Oh, okay. So, now to make America great again. Countless women crying in the crowd, thinking that they would have been able to transcend reality and beat the competent men with their feminine incompetence and degeneracy. Didn't work out well for them. Thank you, Lord. Okay, now, subscribe to the channel, guys.